Tom Doody, middle-aged American living in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website, you would type Howdy Doody into Google. You'll find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. You then combine Tom Doody in a Google search for my site. Rebecca Ann Sedgwick's life came to an end when her falling body came to a sudden stop on the hard ground of an idle cement plant. Her story revealed the few years leading up to the end of her short life had been overflowing with treatment that can be compared to the hard surface that ended her life. The surviving mother of Rebecca, who refers to her late daughter as Becca, has kept her story alive, and this message is inspired by the shape Rebecca's story is taking among the many people touched by her. People are often attracted to one another by the same characteristics pinpointed as the reason to end a relationship. For me, "You're so intense" is the negative version of the energy or focus credited for attracting people to me. As a blogger, my intensity allows me to attract and retain readers. If my click history were able to get me a show on traditional media, I can imagine an argument discussing the cancellation of my talk radio show. One producer might say to the other, "Continue Doody's show. He attracts and retains listeners." And a counter, "Doody has no engagement. He paused to take calls last night and there were no callers." Talk radio is not a Doody monologue. In contrast, Howard Stern gets high engagement, and Howard seems to release his listeners from any sense of restraint. If someone is going to shed light on a cyber bully, it must be someone with a macro public life like Howard or a micro public life like me. Because local police officers, even though they carry guns, are unarmed on the internet if they lack a public life. Dear kind listeners, if someone is asked to reveal cyberbullying with the purpose of halting it, would you prefer to have someone who engages people and allows them to feel unrestrained like Howard? Or would you prefer to have someone like me, whose intensity is a time-tested mechanism for peace and quiet? I have a plan. Please ask. This has been Tom Doody, middle-aged American living in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website, you would type Howdy Doody into Google. You'll find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. You then combine Tom Doody in a Google search for my site. Thank you for listening. Have a good day, good evening, or restful night's sleep. Ciao.